Yeah. From Kentucky to the world, it's the season of the scale. Creole butterfly, spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her vein. Creole fire running through her name. She walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long live the queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme, yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free, yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly, eternally, leave a queen, forever strong. Kentucky vibe, where you belong.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. This is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. The horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you like. I want to say happy birthday, happy Kinseyada, happy bar mitzvah, happy anniversary to Lottie Dottie and every darn body under the sound of my voice. Okay. And you know what I am? I am the Oprah of the what? The smooches. So you get a smooch. You get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. Yes. Okay. So what's been up with everybody? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so yes, I just wanted to say that to you guys. Smooches, smooches, and more smooches, okay? Smooches, smooches, and more smooches. All right, so let's get into it, okay? I want to show you guys a video to my strong Black women. It's from a TikToker. So I just wanted to show you guys this real quick, okay? Because I know a lot of us, as far as Black women, have been through a lot of relationships, some good, some bad. And some of our first relationships started with our parents on how we're going to date, who we're going to date, who we're attracted to, all the things of the things, okay? So I want to get into this really, really quick. All right, let me go here. One moment. Okay, here we go. Share, 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 share. And this is just the beginning of what we're going to talk about. Okay. All right, let's go. This is a TikToker, y'all.
What up, TikTok? Can we talk about the moment I discovered I wasn't as good as a woman as I thought I was? I can talk to y'all. Okay. Because, baby, that was a moment of self-discovery. And I only just realized this within the last year and a half. Baby, the amount of... So I'm going to start this by saying I was a good woman by textbook. You know what I'm saying? A woman of faith. I helped my man through. You know, I wasn't a cheater, didn't lie, things like that. But, baby, I was terrible in other ways. And it took therapy for me to figure it out, okay? Vibe is always raw. And if y'all know me personally, y'all know my vibe is unmatched. Okay. I'm a good woman. I just wasn't as good as I thought I was. Baby, a man couldn't guide me through a paper bag. Do you hear me? I was so, unless a man is gay, he don't want to deal with no woman that act like a man. And yes, I'm going to say that. And I know y'all going to be on here like, oh, here's the pick me shit. No, baby, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I was combative. I was argumentative. You couldn't tell me nothing. And when I tell you I would shut down and turn these ears off, baby, you couldn't tell me a fucking thing about me and mine, okay? And part of that was due to some of the traumas that I had, but other parts was also like learned behaviors coming from a long line of strong women or women who had to, I feel like, be that way. So you learn these behaviors, but it's never okay. You got to unlearn these things. I would never call a man out of his name, but baby, there's worse things that you can do, okay? Even in my marriage, I was married for 10 years and I always felt like it was my way or the highway. Baby, you going to do it like this, you have nothing to say to me. You do it wrong and you going to need to apologize to me before I ever speak to you again. Walking around the house with an attitude, not saying nothing. Can you just talk to me? And I'm just looking at you like you're crazy. Well, what the fuck you want to talk to me for? And I'm going to just call it what it was. It was manipulation. I don't care how you sugarcoat that thing. It was manipulation. Nobody wants a hard ass woman. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. And it took therapy for me to realize, girl, your shit stinks just like everybody else's. Don't get out here thinking you perfect. Girl, what? And it's crazy because these men would try. Oh my God, they would try and try and try. Like I said, I've been married. I've been engaged twice and I've been married. And they would try their best with me. It was like, if I knew me back then, like if the me I am now knew me back then, I would probably try to fight her. I wouldn't like her. I wouldn't like her at all. At all. And my family would always tell me, listen, you being too hard. Why are you so mean? Why are you so this and this? And I'm just like, well, that's just how I gotta be. I don't care. I don't care. No, you're not gonna tell me nothing. Man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better learn to listen to them people around you. You better learn to self-reflect, look back on yourself and be like, where is my fault at? Because everything was everybody else's fault. It was never my fault. And when it was my fault, I had a crutch. And that crutch was, well, this happened to me and they did this and I'm used to this. It don't matter. They don't get to pay the mistakes of other people. Okay. And if I'm being honest, I went to therapy to try to figure out what's wrong with all these other people out here. And my therapist was so patient. She was like, okay, baby, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And the whole time she was showing me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Not no more. I'm a different person now, but baby, woo. Like I said, thank you, Jesus, for growth. Thank you, Lord, for mental health. Thank you, Lord, for medication. Thank you, Lord, for therapy, because yeah, I wasn't ready until I was finally ready. But I want y'all to have a blessed day, and I want.
Okay, so women, I had to share that because that sums everything that I be trying to tell us up. It's okay to be strong, but you got to be bendable. You got to be teachable. And God knows when he brought my late husband in to soften my hard ankles, hard back, hard everything. Because, dude, you know in commercial, some of y'all too young to learn that commercial, but it says, I can bring home some bacon, dun, 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 fry it up in the pan, dun, dun, and never forget you, mommy. Okay, I was teaching women to be, which at the time, yeah, it's a cross between 22 because some women went from being, seeing their moms be a stay-at-home wife, and all of this and stuff. And so then when all of that started changing and women start saying women's lib, we can do what you can do, and all this and stuff. So something in the middle of that got lost. Okay. Something in the middle of that for women got lost. We started being all we can be, but then we lost the south side of us, And so I agree to that. One moment. Okay, I'm back. I understand that. I really do. And I agree with what this TikToker said. I really do. So we're going to go through it one more time and then we moving on. Okay. So if you get mad at this, that means you need to check yourself. You need to check if this is really hitting home for you, you should check it anyway. Because when I heard this, I was like, let me make sure I do check and check. So yeah, let's go. Let's listen to this one more again.
I want y'all to reflect to see if you're really the woman that you think you are. Okay. All right. What up, TikTok? Can we talk about the moment I discovered I wasn't as good as a woman as I thought I was? I can talk to y'all. Okay. Because, baby, that was a moment of self-discovery. And I only just realized this within the last year and a half. Baby, the amount of... So I'm going to start this by saying I was a good woman by textbook. You know what I'm saying? A woman of faith. I helped my man through. You know, I wasn't a cheater, didn't lie, things like that. But, baby, I was terrible in other ways. And it took therapy for me to figure it out, okay? Vibe is always raw. And if y'all know me personally, y'all know my vibe is unmatched, okay? I'm a good woman. I just wasn't as good as I thought I was. Baby, a man couldn't guide me through a paper bag. Do you hear me? I was so stubborn. And it was like, don't know, man, unless a man is gay, he don't want to deal with no woman that act like a man. And yes, I'm going to say that. And I know y'all going to be on her like, oh, here's the pick me shit. No, baby, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I was combative. I was argumentative. You couldn't tell me nothing. And when I tell you I would shut down and turn these ears off, baby, you couldn't tell me a fucking thing about men. But other parts was also like learned behaviors coming from a long line of strong women, or women who had to, I feel like, be that way. So you learn these behaviors, but it's never okay. You got to unlearn these things. I would never call a man out of his name, but baby, there's worse things that you can do, okay? Even in my marriage, I was married for 10 years and I always felt like it was my way or the highway. Baby, you're going to do it like this. You have nothing to say to me. You do it wrong and you're going to need to apologize to me before I ever speak to you again. Walking around the house with an attitude, not saying nothing. Can you just talk to me? And I'm just looking at you like you're crazy. Well, what the fuck you want to talk to me for? And I'm going to just call it what it was. It was manipulation. I don't for me to figure it out, okay? Vibe is always raw. And if y'all know me personally, y'all know my vibe is unmatched, okay? I'm a good woman. I just wasn't as good as I thought I was. Baby, a man couldn't guide me through a paper bag. Do you hear me? I was so stubborn. And it was like, don't know, man, unless a man is gay, he don't want to deal with no woman that act like a man. And yes, I'm going to say that. And I know y'all going to be on her like, oh, here's the pick me shit. No, baby, listen to what I'm about to tell you. I was combative. I was argumentative. You couldn't tell me nothing. And when I tell you I would shut down and turn these ears off, baby, you couldn't tell me a fucking thing about me and mine, okay? And part of that was due to some of the traumas that I had, but other parts was also like learned behaviors coming from a long line of strong women, or women who had to, I feel like, be that way. So you learn these behaviors, but it's never okay. You got to unlearn these things. I would never call a man out of his name, but baby, there's worse things that you can do, okay? Even in my marriage, I was married for 10 years and I always felt like it was my way or the highway. Baby, you're going to do it like this. You have nothing to say to me. You do it wrong and you're going to need to apologize to me before I ever speak to you again. Walking around the house with an attitude, not saying nothing. Can you just talk to me? And I'm just looking at you like you're crazy. Well, what the fuck you want to talk to me for? And I'm going to just call it what it was. It was manipulation. I don't care how you sugarcoat that thing. It was manipulation. Nobody wants a hard ass woman. I don't care. And it took therapy for me to realize, girl, your shit stinks just like everybody else's. Don't get out here thinking you perfect. Girl, what? And it's crazy because these men would try. Oh my God, they would try and try and try. Like I said, I've been married. I've been engaged twice and I've been married. And they would try their best with me. It was like, if I knew me back then, like if the me I am now knew me back then, I would probably try to fight her. I wouldn't like her. I wouldn't like her at all. At all. And my family would always tell me, listen, you being too hard. Why are you so mean? Why are you so this and this? And I'm just like, well, that's just how I gotta be. I don't care. No, you're not gonna tell me nothing. Man, let me tell y'all something. Y'all better learn to listen to them people around you. You better learn to self-reflect, look back on yourself and be like, where is my fault at? Because everything was everybody else's fault. It was never my fault. And when it was my fault, I had a crutch. And that crutch was, well, this happened to me and they did this and I'm used to this. It don't matter. They don't get to pay the mistakes. They don't get to pay the mistakes of other people. Okay? And if I'm being honest, I went to therapy to try to figure out what's wrong with all these other people out here. And my therapist was so patient. She was like, okay, baby, we're going to get there. And the whole time she was showing me. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. Not no more. I'm a different person now, but baby, woo, woo. Like I said, is thank you, Jesus, for growth. Thank you, Lord, for mental health. Thank you, Lord, for medication. Thank you, Lord, for therapy. Because yeah, I wasn't ready until I was finally ready. But I want y'all to have a blessed day, and I want y'all to reflect to see if you're really that woman that you think you are. Okay.
Okay, I had to play that again for the women in the back. What's up, sissy? I had to play that again for the women in the back. That's what I be talking about. When I heard this particular TikToker and talking about this, I got a tickle in my pickle, okay? And I started laughing because that's how I used to be when my late husband met me. But like I tell y'all, the woman you see before you, he had a lot to do with it. He had a lot to do. You know, they say love covers a multitude of sins and faults. And that is true. When you are truly loved, honey, uh, that'll change your life. Okay, that'll change your life. My late husband told me a long time ago. He said he know what his job is, where I'm concerned, and he's gonna be on his job. That's what he told me. So God sent him to me to do whatever he was supposed to do, and he felt like he did it. I felt like he did it today. Okay. So, you know, a lot of times us women who have been single and we had to, you know, make sure everything, we had to take on the persona of a man, making sure bills was paid, making sure the kids was straight, making sure, you know, that we protect ourselves, them, you know, our mental health and everything. So we became hard. We didn't want to be hard like that, like a man. But nevertheless, because of the situation we were in, we had to do what we had to do. Okay. And that's why I used to tell y'all, honey, when I walked in this house, I was the wife. Even though I was a preacher and I was a pastor and all of that is leadership. I understand all of that. And I did that very well. When I came out of that pulpit, when I came off that platform, I was the wife. I was under my husband. Okay. When I got home, I was the wife. My husband was the head. And I didn't have a problem with that. Did not have a problem with that. Because here's the thing, if you marry a man that can't lead and you can't help him get in position, you picked him. See, Creole ain't gonna like you today. You picked him, boo boo kitty. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say. You picked him. All right, so what's wrong with your picker? Some of us got a bad picker. I'm just saying. Okay, let's move on. All right, let me show you this real quick, y'all, because this kind of bothered me. Um, oh yeah, I got a log out of her. Okay, one moment. I got a log out of her. Let's go here. And one moment, because I was in a different. So let me go here. This kind of made me sad and pissed me off in the same breath, y'all. If the word pissed off make y'all feel some type of way, I don't know what to say. I meant it, but sorry you're offended. Okay, there we go. Sorry you're offended. That's a good one. Okay, here we go right here. Let's go. Let me pull this up. We're not going to be on here all day. So here we go right here. Do you see this? Want to make sure it's pulled up for you guys. Okay. All right. I don't know what. Here's the full story right here. It says white teacher painted a a gunshot wound on a black student's forehead, and here it is right here. And here's the whole story. Okay, here's the whole story. I just didn't feel like reading it, but this is not okay. It's just not okay. Okay, what you trying to say that he's a target? I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I would be outraged about that as well. So, like I said, you can go research it. I'm quite sure that it's on the internet because that's where somebody sent it to me. And so, yeah. And so, give me one moment. I just want to know how y'all feel about that. Now, this right here blew my cuticles. Okay, it blew my baby hairs on the back of my neck. It blew all the things of the things. So, give me one moment. Y'all gonna be shocked about this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so where is we are? Here we are, right here. Is this okay? Is this it? Yep. Okay, y'all see this? You see this, right? Okay. When I saw this picture, I didn't understand because I hadn't read it. So I didn't understand. I was like, oh, she's pretty. Let me say that again. I said, she's pretty. Let's go.
24-year-old man's mugshot is going viral. That's why we be saying no lashes, no makeup, no weave, no filters. Y'all better not fall for this. Be easy. Oh nah, 24-year-old man's mugshot is going viral. That's why we be saying no lashes, no makeup, no weave, no filters. Y'all better not fall for this. Be easy.
Did y'all hear that? That's a dude. I didn't know that was a dude. Not a transgender. That's a dude. Okay. And that's his mugshot. Baby, I was like, okay. One more again.
Oh nah, 24-year-old man's mugshot is going viral. That's why we be saying no lashes, no makeup, no weave, no filters. Y'all better not fall for this. Be
Wow. Right, sissy. It's like, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I hadn't read and I wasn't really listening to it. I just saw the picture. I said, she's pretty. And then some said, you better listen to what he's saying and read. And when I looked, I said, oh shoot, that's a dude. I had to play it about 6 times because I couldn't understand it. I could not understand it for nothing in the world. For all the tea in China, I did not get it. Okay, did not get it. So check this out. Let's get into the story. Okay. Hold on. Let me pull it up. I had an interaction with one of the people involved in this story right here. This is Shannon Shearer. Okay. This is Shannon Shearer. About 4 to 5 days ago was an anniversary date of Shannon Shearer. If you don't remember, I'm going to read the story real quick and then I'm going to tell you about my interaction. Okay. We're going to skip these pictures for now. We're going to go here. In Annapolis in January 1992. Look how long it's been, y'all. 1992, 12-year-old Shanda Shearer was lured from her home in Jeffersonville. Yep, Jeffersonville, which is right across the street from me. When I say street, I'm talking about the bridge, right across the bridge from me, y'all. You can go right from Louisville into Jeffersonville by going 2nd Street by Expressway, or you can go through New Albany, Indiana from Louisville, and then make a right and go in Jeffersonville. So it's all type of ways to get to Jeffersonville, Indiana, okay? So anyway, 12-year-old Shanda Shearer was lured from her home in Jeffersonville, tortured throughout the night, and burned alive. It was a crime of passion, peer pressure, commitment by 4 teenage girls. But 20 years later, something no one expected happened. An unlikely alliance formed between the ringleader of murder and Shannon's mother. Okay. Melinda Lovelace has spent more than 7,000 sunrises and sunsets, half her life behind razor wire. Now 36, she grew up in prison in the shadow of her legacy, a crime of jealousy. Lawless was 18 when she planned the crime. She was sentenced to 60 years for murder. It was the monster. I was the monster, I'm sorry. So I get it, said Lovelace from Indiana Women's Prison in Indianapolis. I was the bad person. But the hands that once took life now nurture it. Melinda Lovelace has a new lease on life as a trainer of service dogs for the disabled. In 7 years, Lovelace has become one of the most trusted and competent trainers in the Indiana Canine Assistance Network program. We bring our challenges many times to Melinda because she's available to figure out what the strength is, said Sally Urban in ICAN. Melinda has groomed Odie as a courtroom dog for abused, traumatized children. Okay, so they telling about what she does. 125 miles away, Shanda's mother, Jackie Vaughn, still endorses shockwaves from her daughter's brutal murder. I had many times said, if you want to see as close to a person that has absolutely nothing inside of them, look into Melinda's eyes, because there's nothing there, Bob said. Okay, so she's talking about the lady who out her daughter. So if you don't remember this case, you can go back and Google it. Everybody and their mama remember this case from 1992. 12-year-old girl, just as sweet as she wanted to be. Melinda thought that her girlfriend was interested in this girl and thought the girl was returning the affection. And so they set her up. They set her up to get her out of her house and to go with them. And they offed her. Okay. They offed her. It was brutal. She was burnt. Everything. She was just off, y'all. It was horrible. Horrible. Okay. Um, so all right. So I was a manager at a restaurant, and this particular person, not me, but one of my colleagues, interviewed her and hired her. And so one day, I'm skipping a whole lot of this. One day, I needed a ride to get to the daycare really quick and everything. And so this particular person said to me, "Oh, if you're ready to go, I can give you a ride." Okay. And I was like, okay, because she worked there. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll take a ride. And so towards the end of the ride, for some reason I got vibes that wasn't good, y'all. And I kind of regretted getting in the car. However, I'm a fighter. Don't get it twisted. I really am a fighter, okay? And I kept scooting closer to the door, like if I open this door and fall out, blah, blah, blah. It just started getting weird. It really did, okay? And it was so weird. We got quiet in the car. All of a sudden, this person said to me, "Do you remember that case over in Indiana?" I said, "There's been many cases over in Indiana." They said, "Yeah, but with that girl, with the 12-year-old." I said, "Oh, Shanda, sure." I said, "Who don't know that? Who don't know that case?" "Yeah, I remember that." I said, "That was horrible." Like it. She got quiet. She said, "Yeah, it was really bad." And as we was pulling up to the daycare, this girl said, and I quote, "I am the fourth girl that they talk about and never mention the name. However, if you look deep enough, you will see my name." Y'all heard that? Yeah, I remember it was four girls, and they really only talked about two. Every now and then they would mention the third one, but the fourth one kind of like that name kind of flew under the radar. It's in some of the news clippings, but not all. So when I did, after I thanked the Lord that I got to my destination safely and everything, it dawned on me, and I was like, this is crazy. And then it was one particular, and I tried to pull that article up. I think the internet has been swept from that. It was one article that I pulled up, and there that girl was. She did not lie. She was the fourth person. Now, it wouldn't have been a big thing because, she did her community service or whatever she was supposed to do. So now she's trying to start over her life or whatever. And it had only been a couple of months, y'all. Not a couple of months, I'm sorry. It only been like a couple of years or whatever since that happened when this girl gave me this ride. It wouldn't have been that much of a thing. However, the next day, she didn't come in. So my colleague said to me, a new girl we hired? I said, did you hire? Because I told you not to hire. There was something with her. And he said, you were right. And I said, why you say that? He said, because yesterday, check this out, that's the day she took me. He said, yesterday, she let me know that would be her last day. I was like, I got even quieter. He said, what's wrong? I said, you don't really know who she is, do you? He said, no. I said, come in the office. We walked in the office, shut the door, and I told him who she was. He's like, what? I said, yes. I said, she confessed that to me yesterday in the car when I pulled up at my destination. I said, and I still don't know how to act. I got so many emotions. I'm grateful that I made it. It was just awkward in the car. I said, and for her to tell me that, I don't know why she told me that. I said, but yeah. So y'all, it was something else. It was something else being that close to someone who participated in the murder of a girl. Okay, there was top priority on the news and all this and stuff, and went on for years and things like it. It was God is a keeper. That's why I tell y'all have no idea the things I done been through, but God is a keeper because, like I said, I don't know the way that everything became weird in that car. I don't know if this child was kind of debating something. I don't want to add fuel to the fire, but it just didn't feel right. Okay, it really just didn't feel right. So when she finally told me who she was, I was like, okay, that's what. So, like I said, the anniversary date of Shanda Shira, I still pray for her mom and everything. Okay, and I want to show y'all, this is what Melinda looks like now. This is her at 36. Okay, this was her when she was going through trial. This was Melinda Loveless in 1992, right here. This is her now. Okay. This is her in 1992 when she did all that stuff to her. This is her now. And they don't even, them two pictures, she done changed so much. This is Shanda. We'll never forget that face. I used to always say, that little girl got a pretty smile. She's one of them kids could walk in the room and brighten it up. So, yeah. Yeah. So I wanted to bring awareness of that, y'all, because even though now we're just now starting to see a lot more teenagers, young women and everything becoming brutally murdered by different people, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people and everything, burned alive, sexually assaulted. All of the things are the things. It's not new. There's nothing new under the sun. The Bible states that. There's nothing new under the sun. So it's not new. But I will say this. Protect your people, protect your mind, protect your energy. Energy is never destroyed, it's only transferred. So since we know that energy is transferred, you really, really need to be around people with good energy. Okay? Seriously. I woke up feeling funny this morning. Like the atmosphere wasn't conducive to what I wanted it to be. So I had to really get myself together and create the atmosphere that I wanted and everything. So yeah. Yeah. Sometimes things try to attach itself to you in your sleep. It tried to come in through your sleep and attach it. And let me tell y'all something about curses and spoken word. There is a lot of people who are jealous of you and don't know why you keep ticking, and they try to speak things on you, speak things over your life, speak things. Don't let her do this. I can't stand her. I don't want her to do this. I've had to kill a lot of word curses. I've had to kill a lot of word curses, okay? And everything. And I'm like, okay, God, we block this in the name of Jesus. We plead the blood over my house. We plead the blood over my car. We plead the blood over my grandkids. We plead the blood over my children. We plead the blood of Jesus over everything that belongs to me, that's attached to me, that is mine, like my mother, my sister. Like I really had to go through because everybody that's smiling your face don't care for you. And I know we under the impression that if this person smiles and, claps when we do good things, are great exports, that they really care for us. No, they don't. No, they don't. A lot of time, the reason why the enemy gets a hold to you is because he goes through somebody that's connected to you. In 2026, I had made up my mind that there was a lot of people I wouldn't be connected to anymore. I don't care how sweet they are. I don't care, I don't care none of that. Absolutely none of that. Okay. Uh, if we don't have the same, we're different but the same, if it makes sense. Like if we don't have uh at least our core beliefs, like, together, like we believe good people, we're good people, we love, okay. Um, you know, we want the best for each other as well as, those around us. We try not to do evil to nobody, and all that and stuff. Uh yeah, those are the people I want to be connected to. Screw those that always want something negative to say, want to have attention. A lot of people do stuff for attention. A lot of people do stuff for attention, okay? Uh um and they don't care how they get it. They do not care how they get it. Attention is attention is attention, okay? Um it's a lot of stuff I really want to talk about, but nah, it don't make no difference because you know what? Some of these people gonna be the same till Jesus come. They gonna wake up, the rapture gonna be here, we gonna be gone. Those of us that know we belong to Jesus and he's coming for us, we gonna be gone. They're gonna be still standing around talking about who did what they how they did, and you don't like this, and I got a better car than you, and blah blah blah, and all this and stuff. And they're not gonna realize it until the last minute. They're gonna be like, hey, where can people go? Why did the car crash? Blah blah blah, and all this and stuff. And then that's when they're gonna realize it. Dang, did I miss it? For real? Because they don't, you know. Um, one of my other labs that I'm going to talk about, I might do this as a premiere and just premiere it. Y'all, let me tell y'all, because I know y'all be like, well, dang, she used to have, at least 9, 10 people in her chat. Now she don't have, because some of the people that was ousted by others have now been accepted. Have you ever seen the Mean Girl movie? To where the one girl was never accepted by the popular girls who was the mean girls. Then all of a sudden, she became one of them, but she became the meanest of the mean girls. Like her and the head mean girl bumped heads because they were trying to out mean each other. That's how it is on YouTube. A lot of people who used to support me don't support me no more because they're accepted now in bigger chats. So it's like I don't have a need for Creole. We don't want to hear what she's talking because we over here now, and over here is popular, and over here is banging. But like I tell y'all all the time, one or none, I'll be here. Okay, say that again, Creole. I don't think they heard you. One or none, I will be here. Me too, Sissy. I'm done with people that says a lot. Being a person who loves people. Okay, it just so yeah, so don't get wrapped up, those of you all who still support me. Don't get wrapped up when you don't see like my videos doing 100 views or whatever and stuff, because a lot of people, you know why, a lot of people's not on my level, and they definitely ain't in my mentality. My mentality level is so far above a whole lot of people, it'll never be that. Like I told y'all, at the appropriate time, my tribe will find me. At the appropriate time, those that's meant to be a part of my life, those that's meant to support me, they're gonna find me. Okay? And like I said, it's best, like I said, it's best to know me and not need me than to need me and not know me. Uh, I've never been one that tried to fit in with nobody. I have always been a leader, even in middle school, even in high school. Let me tell you something. I had to drop out of regular high school because my auntie, no, I had to drop out of regular high school because I got pregnant. Okay. And there was a program here called high school, what was it called, high school something. They had they had them in different, hey Andrea, they had them in different locations. Okay, but they also had different times. They had one time that was let me see, early in the morning, and you had to leave at 11, and then you can come back from 1 to 4. Then you can come back from 5 to 9:30. Okay, so it was 3 sessions. You just only had to do one session a day. But I'm such a go getter, right? There was times I went to all 3 sessions. Okay, because I was determined. I got, me and my one best friend at that time. Well, I had two. Tanya will always be my best friend. Me and Tanya been best friends since we was 3. We'll always be best friends. Me and Tanya's grandmother's birthday's on the same day. So but my other friend Demi, shout out to Demi. We was going into the army together, okay? Me and Demi. And we looked alike. So everybody thought me and Demi were sisters, but our mothers went to the same high school, grew up in the same community, like 2 buildings across from each other. They knew each other, and all this and stuff. And we didn't know that until we got to talking to each other, and her mother seen me and she said, "Your name Coco?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Your mama named Lou?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "That's my friend. Tell her that Andrea, not was her name Andrea?" Yep, Andrea said, "Hey." I said, "Okay." And so, mom said, "Yeah, and honey, that was my running partner." I'm like, Lord. So I said, Mama, me and her daughter, we hang tough. So anyway, make a long story short, me and Demi we was going in the army and everything. And so Demi finished before me, and she wanted to wait on me because I was an idiot. I was the black girl that took chemistry. Let that set in, okay? Black girl, and I call myself challenging myself. Okay, so that's why I took chemistry, right? Well, at this particular high school, where you go 3 times a day or once a day, 5 days a week. Okay, um, nobody there had ever taught chemistry. They had the books and the workbook and the answer book, but nobody there knew chemistry. So I actually taught myself chemistry. And how all the teachers worked it out what with me was I do the work and then I come up next to them and check my answers and then take the unit test. So that's how I did it. I taught myself chemistry. Okay. And I end up with a B plus. I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it because at final I took it B plus. So yeah, but so I told Demi I loved her so much. I said, "No, friend, don't hold yourself up for me at all. You go be what you want to be." I said, "Maybe this is where we're supposed to split. We'll find each other again." And she was so sad, and I was too, because that had been our plan. We was going in the service. We was going to travel the world. We was going, live abroad and all this and stuff. And yeah, so and as quiet as it's kept, y'all, I haven't seen Demi since I hugged her and bidded her farewell. Do you know how long it's been? I was actually 16 years old. I haven't seen her. And I've asked about her through different people, like if they know where she's at, have they seen her, have she gotten married? I heard she had gotten married. Somebody was gonna try to give me her information and everything, and I ain't seen my friend since, like I said, I was 16. Have not seen her. I would love to just hug her. I would love to just hug her, like seriously. And everything. And I know she did go in the service. They said she was the thing in the service. I already know she was. So yeah, I end up I forgot how I even got on this story, y'all. Sometimes I get carried away. But what I'm saying is I've never been one to try to be an it girl when I always was an it girl. Even when I was 300 pounds, I walked like I owned the world. I took care of myself as a 300-pound woman. I dressed nice, looked nice, hair was nice, nails was nice, shoes was nice, toes was nice, house was laid, kids look good. So it don't matter how big you are, how small you are, whatever's in you gonna come out. Okay. The husband I'm talking about, I was 285 when I met him. And he was like, "You a sexy woman." See, I don't get this when people feel like because you're a plus size woman, you can't. Some of y'all skinny people, I ain't gonna go there because I could. But yeah, some of the people that don't follow me no more is because they in with the in crowd. Okay, they in with the people who get big numbers now, so they don't have no use for me. You know, a lot of people I gave a platform to. I let them come up on my panel. You know, can you drop the link? Yes, I would drop the link and let them have a say. You know, they email me. Can you talk about this? Yes. Can you help me with this? Because I'm going through this medically. Can you talk about the herbs that help? Yes. But now, since they are part of the Get Fresh crew, they're part of the big crew. They don't have no time for Creole. They don't have no time for me. They can't be bothered with me or my little lives because, you know, hey, they in the in crowd now. And God bless you, honey. God bless you. Because again, what's my phrase, people? One or none, I'll be here. And over here in the Butterfly Kingdom, I told you, we drink our water and mind our business because those things are very important. We drink our wine and mind our business because that's very important. Okay, we don't fit in nowhere because all of us are leaders over here. We are beautiful queens in our own right, and the men that follow me are kings. Don't get it twisted. Okay, they very smart. They very handsome. They take care of their business. They sexy as I'll get out. Okay, I'm just saying. So I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. And at the appropriate time, as I said before, my tribe will find me because I know I give quality commentary. If the only thing you can talk about is gossip, if the only thing you can talk about is who shot John, who did this, who did that, who said this, who said that, and all that, and if that's the type of people you drawing, I don't want them. I don't want them. I want people who want their intellect sharpened. People who want to know where they can get discounts, stock tips, what's coming in the future so they can prepare themselves, what's going on now so they won't walk into them traps. They want to know about love, marriage, and all the things of the things. See, it's a difference between a YouTuber and a commentator. I'm a commentator. YouTubers do exactly what YouTubers do. They do you. Some of y'all get the two twisted. No, mm-mm. I'm a commentator. That's different. Okay, it just is. Let me see what you said, Sissy. I put up shorts all the time, and I feel the same way. And to support me would take 2 to 3 minutes, but I don't get it. Come on, I guess. You know what, Sissy? That's what drew me to you when you was over on. And shout out to Miss T Velocity. I miss you, Miss T Velocity. I really do. Come back soon, boo. When you was on Miss T Velocity and you was talking about that, I felt you. I was like, hey, that's my tribe right there. I feel what she's saying. I feel that so wholeheartedly, you know. And like I said, I love me. You know, a lot of people don't like them. It's a lot of reasons why a lot of us don't put ourselves on YouTube. It ain't that we scared of how we look. We see us every day. And I'm speaking about some of us, not all of us. We see us every day, you know. And you seeing me ain't gonna make you support me no more. So why would I do it? I'll wait. It's like some of y'all just I don't get it. Because if what I'm talking about don't draw you, then what is looking at me gonna do? It's the same person talking. And to be honest, I've got videos with me on camera, but sometimes when I come on here, I got my hair bonnet on, I got my PJs on, because I just want to sit and talk to y'all. Like today, today's Saturday, today's relaxed day and clean day. I am not getting dressed to come on here to talk to people I don't know. I don't care nothing about how you view me at all. Do you understand the message that I'm giving you? You too, boo. Thank you. I believe it. I don't think she's coming back either. Seriously. And I just don't. I think I saw Queen Diva this morning on J Dunn's channel. I think it was her that dropped down and gave J Dunn a thing towards her goal, you know, um, and everything. But still, we miss her. Just like I miss Miss T a lot. I mean, I miss Miss. Why come I knew I was gonna miss you know what? I'm pissed now. I'm pissed because it just went out of my head. Then it was somebody that was it said Queen Diva. And they gave her what's the name? So it might not have been her. I don't know if it's the same Queen Diva, but it was a Queen Diva over there that dropped down in her chat and gave her money towards her goal. I was over there. Uh it was on my tongue again. Let me see. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N P Q R S T. It starts with a T. Oh my gosh. I know he probably won't answer, but this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna text him right now and tell him what is because I can't remember it, y'all. I cannot remember that name. It just went straight out of my head. Uh Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I can't spell. What the heck? I can't think of her name. Hopefully he'll respond. He might not. So we'll talk about her some other time. But it was a YouTuber that I loved, and she always supported me until something tragically happened, and she had to leave YouTube, and she just hasn't came back. And I love me some her. I do, and that's why I'm so mad right now that the name. I still got Miss T Velocity in my head, so it took the other name. There you go. Thank you, Sissy. Cheetah Talks. Yes, honey. I kept thinking Talks, but I couldn't get the front. Y'all, Miss Cheetah Talks is my heart. Oh, I miss her so much, guys. I do. I just miss her so much. And I hate that that tragedy happened with her. I really do. But some of us still supported her, me being one. I love Miss Tita Talk. She's always been nothing but nice and encouraging to me, and everything. She always supported my books. She would tell people, go get this book right here. This right here will help you. This is from Creole. That's my I mean, she always supported me no matter what. Some days I would be over here with just me, my two mods, and one person, and Miss Tito dropped down just saying, I'm hugging your channel, just giving you encouragement. Keep going. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. So anyway, let me see. She would have me rolling, teaching folks how to clean their I know. And she would be driving in her. Sometimes that's what Shaker when she in her car driving and stuff. That's what it reminds me of is when Miss Tita used to do that. She'd be in her car driving, doing her commentary and everything, talking about different things, talking about her getting high, and how to get clean and all this and stuff. So yeah, I miss Miss Tita Talks. I really do. Like I said, a whole lot of people, cause she did whatever they like. That's what she get. She always talked about people. So who don't say stuff about other people? I just, the selective outrage sometimes it just bothers me. Okay, it just bothers me. Why is it a L? Y'all, hold on. That's what I thought. Okay, let me get back over here. My computer sometimes, the big one, it gets on my nerves. It just gets on my nerves. And there we go. Right there. I had to add her to it. But yeah, y'all. Um If we cool, we cool. If you my friend, you my friend. If I care for you, I care for you. So, other people can turn on you. I'm not. It's just how it works. I'm not. And I just don't do it. If I like you, I like you. So yeah, it just is what it is. And a lot of people I like, they don't like, you know. So you got to stand strong in your convictions. It won't let me erase the song. That's weird. I'll just cut the segment out. I'd rather cut it than to mute it. That's weird. So let's just cut it. I'm going through while I'm talking to y'all, and this one particular thing, it won't count just in case they try to pay me this month. It won't, because they said it's copyrighted. So I just went on. I tried to erase the song. They wouldn't let me erase it. So it was either muted or take it out. So I just took it out. So yeah. So anyway, what y'all been up to? I'm gonna get out for here. I don't want to go over an hour, but I just wanted to check on you guys and see what you've been up to. I don't know if y'all heard my daughter's song that she made. Let me see. She would have me. Oh, yeah, I read it. I don't know if y'all heard her song. I'm gonna play her song real quick. And y'all tell me what y'all like. She's got it, but she's gonna tell me Monday what streaming y'all can get it on, so y'all can support her. I appreciate my boo boo. This is my baby girl who just had a birthday last week, and she is my baby, but she's in her 20s. Damn nickname. This the one. This the one. It be the closest ones to you that'll sneak it first. It be the ones that say they love you that do you the worst. It be the ones you really need laying in that earth. But I guess that's just how life goes. It be the closest ones to you that'll sneak it first. It be the ones that say they love you that do you the worst. It be the ones you really need laying in that earth. But I guess that's just how life goes. Yeah, I miss my dad. I had to work and handle business, couldn't grieve him yet. And I was still off in my head about my sister's death. The way we found her, I just wish I didn't see it come. But okay, can't nobody undo nothing I done been through. I done see some shit and I done gave some people shit too. Thought I had a friend, but he had showed me what that bread do. That envy ain't nothing that I need to be next to. Everybody come to me cause I'm the strong one. Never feeling sick to crack cause I move, they all call me. And even when I do, I still be standing on my own. So why you think I need you? Everyone let me alone. Okay, everyone let me alone. Like why you think I need you? Everyone let me alone. Lately I'm down 10 toes on my own. So maybe still stand 10 toes on my own. It be the closest ones to you that'll snake it first. It be the ones that say they love you that do you the worst. It be the ones you really need laying in that hearse. But I guess that's where the life goes. It be the closest ones to you that'll snake it first. It be the ones that say they love you that do you the worst. It be the ones you really need laying in that hearse. But I guess that's where the life goes. But I guess that's just how 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 life goes. Yes, to my daughter. Yes, 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 yes. I need that on my. Okay, that's what I said. That's a banger. Yes, honey. I'm so proud of her. She's like, Mom, I'm gonna send you some. Let me know what you think. I'm like, okay. And when I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I woke all the way up. I'm like, hold on, player. Let me replay this. Let me, because they don't woke me up. I keep logging out. What is the problem? Hold on, let me go here. I keep logging out of something and it keeps coming back. Oh, okay, here it is. I'm like, what the what? So anyway, y'all, but yeah, that's so she's gonna let me know what streaming platform is on so that whoever want to support her, they can. Um, and everything. So I appreciate her so much. Um, yeah, that be on my hey. I be playing it over here like yeah, my head be banging like go girl, goo girl, goo girl. That's my seed. Come on. We all do a little something. Okay, we all do a little something. Okay, so it's one last thing I wanted to share with you guys that is not on my list, and I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this, but y'all know I'm the content creator of controversy. You know I bring all the information, whether you agree with it or not. It is what it is. So let me go here. I would never be a platform that just does everything people agree with. Then I'm not authentic. You feel me? If I just do everything you agree with, then by the way, I was going to talk about the flu. Only thing I'm going to tell you guys is one, cover your mouth. Two, uh, no, I tell you what, I'm going to release I'm going to release a premiere later today, and I am going to give you all some herbs that can help you with that. So hopefully it'll help. Hopefully you listen because I know what I'm talking about. And so yeah, yeah. So hold on, I just had to help my sister because she two people that she take care of was diagnosed with it, and told her what to get. So she went out the next day to get all the stuff that I told her to get because I told her she can actually get it from Walgreens, CVS, or she can order it overnight from Amazon. And so yeah. Okay, let me tell y'all before I play this. Don't forget to like, share. Let me see. Did you hear about Chanel? I think I might talk about it. About her and that guy, Brian Green. She didn't want nobody to know that they was dating. I talked about that a little bit over here, and then her going against Ari about the dark skin comment on Morton, and she said that it wasn't the dark skin, it was the BDB thing that got you, or whatever. So, things that was funny back then. People are really sensitive to this, today. Things we laughed about back then because some comedy is this so some comedy that's real funny is based in truth, just like a lie. That's why a lie is so convincing because most of the time a lie is based in truth. That's why the devil can get some of us because he knows some of our truth. So a little truth mixed with a falsehood makes it, you know, acceptable. Yeah, it makes it acceptable. Okay, let's get to this real quick because I got to finish cleaning my house, y'all. Because I got women's ministry in about 2 hours and I got to travel to Louisville to get to women's ministry. Okay. It's the first women's ministry of the year. I don't want to miss it. So, yeah. Give me one moment so I can get over here and make sure y'all see this. Okay, you see it. Here you go.
Yeah, we used to read the Satanic Bible. Heavy anal sex. Heavy anal sex. Like when a man fuck your asshole, he got your soul. That's the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Gay man just think, oh, I'm gonna go and fuck this nigga's ass. No, sir. You already signing yourself to a certain contract. The unseen contract that you don't even know that you signing, my guy.
Okay. I'm going to play it again, all right? I'm going to play it again, all right? All right. Right, we wasn't sensitive, but these people, so girl.
Yeah, we used to read the Satanic Bible. Heavy anal sex. Heavy anal sex. Like when a man fuck your asshole, he got your soul. That's the thing. You understand what I'm saying? Gay man just think, oh, I'm gonna go and fuck this nigga's ass. No, sir. You already signing yourself to a certain contract. The unseen contract that you don't even know that you signing, my guy.
Okay, again, this was something to make you think. Okay? Something to make you think. I don't know, but I wanted to make you think, okay? Because she was a Satanist. So y'all can re-listen to that, and it's got the information on there, where to get that information from, where you can go and pull it up and look up the whole video or whatever, and everything. So if that's what you want to know more about it, I advise you to go ahead and know what you got. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, this is your girl Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly.
From Kentucky to the world.
9 to 9 coming from
It's the
Kentucky.
sitting of the scale.
Don't forget to like, share, and
Real
subscribe.
butterfly. Spread them wings, girl. Yeah. Born to shine, Libra balance in her soul. Creole roots deep, got that heart of gold. Butterfly in motion, grace when she fly. Every room she step in, the stars multiply. Dr.Creole, wisdom with the style. That Kentucky vibe, make the world smile. Energy, crown sitting high. Royal Libra season, can't nobody deny. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Smooth with the talk, yeah, she calm the storm. Butterfly wings, transformation form. She lifting up hearts with the words she say. A Libra queen guiding us all the way. Hey, Kentucky pride, rhythm in her veins. Creole fire running through her name. When she walk by, the whole crowd sing. Long little queen, let the bell of love ring. Yeah, butterfly, don't you slow it down. Dr.Creole in the royal crown. Balance in the spirit, love in her hand. Libra queen, ruler of the land. Creole butterfly, Libra queen tonight. Glowing like the moon in that southern light. From Kentucky fields to the city dream. She the vibe, she the balance, she the queen supreme. Yeah. So spread your wings, let your soul be free. Yeah. Dr.Creole butterfly.